Alright, buddy, so I got all your connecting rods and pistons together. Had to put the new circlips in. They were a little pain in the butt to get in. I finally figured out an easier way. So you got all your piston connecting rods and pins in with the little circlips right there that go inside to lock the piston pin in. And I got your rod bearings inside your pistons and have them torqued, all the rod connecting rod caps. They got numbers on the side that have to match. They actually break these rods, they crack them there, and so they have to go back to the same side and everything to match up. So you got the new bearings in. And I took a micrometer and used it to measure your crankshaft rod journals. So I went all the way down each rod journal and measured all of them same way I did your main journals, and measured your oil clearances for them with the caps and bearings all in place. And then I take a dial bore gauge, and so I measured all your crank journals here, like 2.0942, 042, so they're all basically the same. Wait a minute, I missed one. So it's supposed to be, yeah, 6 cylinders. That's right. I'm thinking of your main bearing. You got 7 main journals. So this is a main 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and number 7. Where the rear main seal goes. So yeah, 6 cylinders. I got confused a little bit. So I take the micrometer and set it for the 2.1 or something. And then I'll take the dial bore gauge and just gonna see if I can hold this and do the same thing. Anyway, I'll set that in the micrometer. Set it up here. So I'll set the micrometer down. Where's the camera? There it is. And stick the dial bore gauge in. See the little needle there? It pushes in. So when that pushes in, you get it centered and locked in place. I don't know if I'll be able to hold this and do this at the same time. I think I got it set to the 2.942. So that's what all of them is red. So I want to see the difference in how much bigger your piston, the bore and your connecting rods are for the journals, and that'll give me the end plate. So when I put this in, maybe need to take it out there on the vise. So I'm gonna try it one more time. If it don't work, I'm gonna go to the vise. It keeps falling out. Let me go out here. I'll mount the micrometer in the vise. Hold the micrometer for me. See, this thing's got a dial on it. So when I stick this in here, and I zero it out to what the micrometer is reading, which is the bore of your crankshaft. Get that in the center, and it's easy to, these things are got round balls on them, so they're easy to slide out. It's kind of aggravating. When I get that in there, I want to have your dial set at 0. I'm going to set you down 1 second, so I'm going to have to turn it a little bit. Maybe pretty close. Let's see. Got to make sure it's straight up and down and in the center. Sorry. So get that in the center. And pretty close to 0. And hold it still, jeez. God almighty. Try it with my right hand. So get that right dead center, and kind of go up here to get the camera up, it falls out. See how tedious it is, these little round balls. I'm about to cuss. Alright, we're reading pretty close to 0 there, right there at the top. It's close, should be close enough. So I'll come in here to your rods, and this will give us the oil clearance in between the crankshaft journal and your rod journals. And your, let's see if I can find that specification sheet with oil clearance. Okay, so it says pistons clearance is 8 thousandths to 15 thousandths. That's on your piston to cylinder wall clearance. We also should have some clearance for your oil clearance, or oil clearances. So there's oil clearance. So these are, that's camshaft. Cylinder bore. Should have another sheet with the connecting rods. Journal. I think that's going to be on your camshaft. Oh, let's see. I think I'm missing a page. Let's see what page I'm missing. Probably have to print me out another one. Let me change the vehicle back to a 2000 Jeep. Connected rod. I hope you're doing good, buddy. Sure wish you was here to help me. So I'm gonna go to specifications and piston pins, piston rings, connecting rods. Specifications. So we get a print on that. Pin bore, crank pin bore, center of the maximum side plate. They're not giving us I don't know why they're not giving us the oil clearance on the connecting rod. Let's see. Crankshaft main bearings. Alright, connecting rod bearings. Oil clearance is 1 to 3 thousandths, all right, of an inch. Print this out. Oh. All right, so it says 1 to 3 thousandths. So as long as these connecting rod journals are bigger than the crankshaft by 1 3/1000ths of an inch, our oil clearance will be good. Alright, crankshaft. So I had your crankshaft is pretty good. Oil clearance on it was good. And now checking the connecting rods. Connecting rod bearings, second, it should be on the second page here. Oil clearance is 1 3/1000. So if I take my dial bore gauge now, I'll lay it over here, and I have the crankshaft measured, so this should be 1 3/1000ths larger. I'll stick that in the connecting rod journal, and we're about 3/1000ths. About 2 3/1000ths. The main thing is, notice I'm moving around. You got to have it straight up and down. If it's not straight, that's the reason it's getting all this play in it. So that's about 3/1000ths. So got to be straight up this way and this way, or it'll read way off. About 3/1000ths. Again, 3/1000ths. About 3/1000ths. So they all look good. So your connecting rods can go on. The next thing I'll need to do is take the rings. So pistons measure good for your cylinders. Your main bearings measure good. Your rod bearings measure good. So now I just got to check the piston rings and make sure they'll be good with the ring gap. They have to be ground, or if they fit just perfect, then we'll be ready to throw the rings on and on the pistons and install put the main caps on. I got them all laying right there. And lube up some assembly lube up the crankshaft and connecting rod journals, and we throw the crank in, your rear main seal, and the get the crank all torqued down, then we'll put the pistons in. All right, love you, buddy.